Go. Wait.
That was close. Couldn't have done that before we started.
Good morning,
Good.
Vietnam.
Oh, man.
We are back with
Get
another
it?
episode. Get it? Of the Keller and Hector show. My name is Hector. Sitting on the screen to my left and across from me, across the city of Los Angeles, is the Williams to my Robin, Mr. Keller Knobloch. Say hi, Keller.
Wow. Okay. Hi, how's it going?
Good, man. Good. I could have said the Forrest Whitaker to my Robin Williams.
Yeah, you could have said that.
You're definitely not the Bruno Kirby to my Robin Williams. No. You're the Bruno Kirby to my Billy Crystal.
True.
But you're the Forrest Whitaker to my Robin Williams.
On more than one occasion.
On more than one occasion. Mr. Keller Knobloch. Say hello, Keller.
You already did that. Hey, how's it
Yeah,
going?
did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Good. Mr. Keller Knobloch. Say hi, Keller.
Hey, man. Tomorrow. How's it going? Say hi, Hector.
Woo! Say hello, Hector. Hi.
You okay? I'm not there to slap you anymore.
I'm good. We have a really interesting movie to talk about tonight. I don't know.
I haven't asked you anything about it, and I'm curious to see how you feel.
I don't know if you like it or dislike it. All I know is that both of us saw it today. Neither of us had ever seen it before.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh,
don't you ever just say things about me if you don't know it for a fact?
You know what? You're right. I apologize. I had no idea that you had seen it before.
I own this Blu-ray.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, now I have a feeling I know how you feel about it.
I think you do.
Evidently not. All right, man. Let's get into it. Who's gonna read? Keller, you tell me who's reading the intro tonight?
Of course, Frenchie is reading it.
I'm just gonna do SpongeBob Frenchie. Number
Frenchie is though, right?
Yes, I do, but I'm not doing the Bruno Kirby shitty Frenchie. I'm doing the good Frenchie.
Okay.
Number 363. Good morning.
Most of the SpongeBob SquarePants podcast.
Good morning, Vietnam, 1987. Director Barry Levinson. Robin Williams of the Richter scale, as his jabber-mouthed DJ stirs up the Vietnam troops until the authorities pull the plug. The political framework at least gives more purpose to the free-forming comedians' verbal torrents, undersea torrents, undersea currents, torrents. Good morning, Vietnam. Thank you, Frenchie. That was indecipherable and horrible. Keller,
needs to decipher anything.
Do you agree? Code? Do you disagree with the 500 greatest movies of all time, Empire Magazine 2008 write-up blurb? You agree or disagree?
It basically just says what the movie is.
Yeah.
And then it's like Robin Williams is crazy in it. So sure.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should.
I don't know if he's off the Richter scale.
Yeah.
There's not a single earthquake in this entire thing.
Mm-hmm. Let's both of us say how we feel about the movie, either
on the scale on the count of
three. Dislike, like, or love.
Okay.
On the count of 3. Dislike, like, or love. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Dislike, like.
Yeah, I'm on a like. Okay. I'm not loving this movie.
Not loving this movie. But do you own it on Blu-ray? What the heck?
Because Robin Williams is in it. It was in the $5 bin. He just died. What am I doing?
Oh, so it was a survivor's guilt purchase. That's nice, Keller.
I don't even know if that's what it was. I might have been
Yeah.
like, yeah, I saw that movie a while ago. It was probably good.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Williams is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, it's one of the great military movies ever made. Second
Well,
funniest military movie ever made.
I don't know about
Have
that.
you seen Stripes?
Well, I want to jump out by saying I do love Robin Williams in anything. In
Yeah.
anything. He's been in bad movies and he's good in bad movies. And I still have love for him. And I am a fan of his and I miss him. And
Are there any of those movies that are bad that you like anyway?
It's a good question. I haven't revisited it since I was a kid, but like, is Jack a bad movie? I might like
I'm
Jack.
scared of it.
Yeah, where he ages too fast. I might like that movie. Like
I'm scared of it.
unironically.
I'm scared to go back.
And I think it might be bad. I know. I just remember like Jennifer Lopez is in it. Like
Oh yeah.
like she's a teacher and that like like Robin Williams had a performance that I thought was really good and really like innocent and cute and stuff. And I am scared of it. And I just remember him being really old at high school graduation. And his speech was basically like, look at me, I'm old. I won't be here next year, but you will.
Pretty good Robin Williams. I liked it.
What about you? Are there any bad Robin Williams movies that you love that you're like, I'll go to bat for this?
I can't think of in Bicentennial Man, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's a bad.
True. I haven't seen it,
but I think that's a bad movie.
Yeah,
and I think I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
You love that movie?
I think I love that stupid movie.
I got to watch it again.
Yeah, Oliver Platt.
Really? He's in that?
Miss Honey from Matilda's in it?
I don't remember anything about it.
And the little Pepsi girl grows up to be Miss Honey.
What?
The little Pepsi girl is Jesse Eisenberg's younger sister.
I know that part.
Yeah.
The little Pepsi girl. She's a little Polly girl in my mind.
Yeah, Polly. Yeah, that's a great
favorite Jay Moore movie.
Yeah. Well, yes. No, I do like it more than Small Soldiers. You're right.
It's better than Small Soldiers.
It's way better than Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
That's an excellent question. What's your favorite, like, worst or bad Robin Williams movie? I bet you some people would say Fern Gully.
I got to watch Death to Smoochie.
I don't think I liked it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't remember liking it, but he's good in that.
He's good in everything.
So we got that out of the way. We love Robin Williams. Keller, is this a good movie? Does it hold up?
I'm not like, I don't know if it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it holds up.
Yeah.
I think that this is the director of Rain Man.
Which is a better movie.
It kind of makes me feel the same, though. And it's like, you tried to say something, Buster.
That's actually true.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
would give, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Especially at the end. But this, I don't know. Like, at this point, this was in 88.
Yes. 87, 88. Yep.
Yeah.
And it would, and yeah, I agree. I remember I didn't know, like, I couldn't recall what Barry Levinson had directed off the top of my head. And it's so funny because as I was watching this movie, I was like, this is giving me Rain Man vibes. And I told Abby, I was like, I like Rain Man more than this movie. I thought we liked Rain Man a lot. We were like,
we liked Rain Man.
Impressed with it.
We did. We liked it. But also we were like, this was made in the 80s.
Problematic. Yeah, I had some similar feelings. I remember when the big twist in this movie, and also too, I want to mention this. I pulled up the Wikipedia here.
Yeah.
Robin Williams, Forrest Whitaker are great.
Yes.
Bruno Kirby is great.
He's so good.
Like really good. Robert Wool, he's also great as that side DJ guy, from Batman.
Yeah, he's very funny.
He's very funny. I want to especially highlight the Vietnamese actors. So
yes.
Tung Ton Tran played Tuan, the friend, and Chintara Sukapatana played Trin, his sister. I looked him up because I'm like, please tell me they kept working.
Yeah.
It looks like Chintara is a Vietnamese actor and she kept working. She's like was working until 2011 or something and just like, consistently working in movies and television. in Vietnam. Actually, let me double check. I'm sorry, she's a Thai actress.
Okay.
But she has like credits on Wikipedia up to 2011 and television into 2018. Is she still? Yeah, she's still alive. Okay, great. She's 57. Great. And that actor, I want to look up more of the guy who played her brother because I thought that
he's really good.
I thought he was really good. So okay, he's apparently also an actor. He's in some movie called Rednecks. He was in Chicago PD in 2014. Okay, good. That's good. I hope he got a bunch of work because as we get to the end, Keller, I want to try to like verbalize. I feel like what you were feeling and what I was feeling when they revealed that Tuan was Robin Williams' friend's character. Robin Williams' character's friend was a part of the Viet Cong. I was like, I don't like this. I was frustrated. I was like, this is. I don't like this. I felt like it was. I felt like it further could have potentially painted Vietnam and Vietnamese people in a bad light. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay. So the storyline is he couldn't trust the one Vietnamese, but then he delivers a little mini monologue.
Yeah.
Where he was like, big fucking deal. My mom is dead. And he was crying and he was acting. And I was like, okay.
Or you want me back? Came to my country.
Yeah.
You are the bad guy.
You're the enemy. And it made me think about how I can't remember if I've ever seen her. I'm sure I've seen her. Yeah, go ahead.
It feels like number one, that's in the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Yes. And then afterwards, Robin Williams
the whole
thing. He still plays baseball with the he still teaches baseball to the
True.
Which was, very funny.
This is all based on a real guy, apparently.
Yeah, but again, it's one of these. Yeah, it's one of these movies where I'm like, kind of like with Natural Born Killers. Remember when we were like, I'm interested about the Quentin Tarantino of it all.
This is better than.
But yes, by a lot. But I'm still not interested enough to go and like.
Well, I'm interested enough in just because every single time we watch like The Deer Hunter, I'm like, I don't know anything about the Vietnam War other than we actually were huge pieces of shit. Yeah. So it's like, I don't want Robin Williams making any of these troops feel good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I was thinking about,
of those troops are going to do bad things.
Yeah, the thing I was thinking about with this film was I was like, I feel like it's a saying, but like any good film that is a war film is ultimately an anti-war film because you can't. Because when you tackle that subject matter of war and human atrocity, you have to come out on the side of this is horrific and it shouldn't have happened.
Which I feel like this does.
It does, but I still think that it has.
They're really shit talking Richard Nixon the whole time.
Yeah, which is great. Ultimately, this movie does feel like a fuck you to like the United States military, and it's
not enough of one.
Yeah, and it's also. I don't know. It's interesting because I understand that that's what the message of the movie.
But I wonder if they're trying to sneak it.
Yeah, possibly.
Robin Williams in this funny military movie. I love the military and Robin Williams.
I mean, it's possible. I also didn't mind. Like, I didn't think it was a super funny scene, but I understood the point behind when Forrest Whitaker, is parked behind the guys, and he goes, "I have in here. I've got." What's the guy's name? Adrian Cronier or whatever his name was. He goes, I got him right here. I liked that scene because for me, the takeaway was it was great because the takeaway was like, I didn't think what Robin Williams was saying was particularly funny, but the important thing was it was about Adrian realizing that all of these young kids shouldn't be here. He said, I'm going to remember you. What's your name? Where are you from? And he was making their day a little bit better. Where they're in a situation where it is not good to be them. Like you said, they're going to go off and do horrible things. They have been ordered to do horrible things. They're going to, and they're going to be.
Some of them won't do horrible things,
right? But they're in.
I guess it's all horrible things.
And they're likely to be fucked up by the whole. A lot of
them are just a bunch of kids.
Experience exactly, and I really like that moment in the film. again, that's to me is an anti-war film, anti-war message. Yeah, so I think the movie's all right, but is it something that I'm like, do I ever want to watch it again? I don't think so. Do I ever want to show it to people? Not necessarily, unless it's really like hey, this came out in 1987 and that's the context. Cameo. Oh my goodness. For our listeners, the most adorable dog in the world is trying to. There you go. Just put his paw on your shoulder.
Little paw on the shoulder action.
Give him a kiss. Why are you looking at me? Give him a kiss. Kiss him in the mouth.
I don't do that.
Well, you think you're too good to kiss him in the mouth?
Yeah.
Kiss your dog in the mouth. You're not too good to kiss him in the mouth.
Is mozzarella.
Let Moza kiss you right in the little nose. Let him get you.
Hey.
Let him get you.
Oh, you're slipping, dude.
Aw, come on, give him a little kiss on this little whisker part of him.
Won't say anything.
Get him in. Get in there.
He pats the mic.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Chelsea's also here, but you can't see her.
He just went.
Okay, yeah, Mozza just levitates. He's the best dog. He's a tall dog
in the world.
Very long legs.
Yeah, tall. He's what is he? He's like part.
He's a small dog, long legs.
Yeah, what kind of breed is he again? You don't
Giraffe.
know? That's right, part giraffe. Whatever he is, he's part giraffe. Thank you.
Whatever he is. He's a giraffe-a-doo.
It's a giraffe-a-doo.
Giraffe-a-doodle.
The other thing about this movie is there's a lot of Robin Williams bits that just do not hold up.
Not at all. Not at all.
And I thought, and I don't know pop culture from 1966 or whatever, like the year it's supposed to take place.
Impressive.
His improv, sure.
He was just doing. Well, I mean that he was like doing time accurate.
That's what I wondered about. I was like, is he doing time? Is he letting any stuff slip in from the 70s or 80s, or is he keeping it to the 60s?
On my Blu-ray, there is like his unfiltered monologues, where they're uncut, so you can watch the entire thing.
Nice.
And I watched a bit of it, and yeah, the dude he's quick.
He's very quick. It's almost like did you ever see? I think I watched it with you. The like uncut shots from Anchorman, where Paul Rudd and
I think so. Where
Keckner,
they made like a whole other movie or something.
No. Where they're like where they're trying to mess with Christina Applegate's character.
No,
and it's just like it's like one camera on them, because there's little clips of it in the movie where they're like, and they like take their pants off and they're dancing in their underwear. Like she's like reading the news, like right off to the camera. There's a whole like 11-minute single take of them just heightening and heightening and heightening. David Keckner, Paul Rudd, and it's hysterical. And at the end, you hear Adam McKay go cut, and everyone just like loses it.
Yeah.
And there's a moment where David Keckner's going, and you hear Adam McKay be like, "Okay, keep it silent. You have to be silent." And then he was like, because they're just like trying to distract, you know.
Keep it silent. You have to be silent.
Are you going to keep the Blu-ray?
Probably for the Robin Williams archives.
Very nice. Very nice.
I won't get rid of it.
Yeah, a lot of bits that Robin had just like a character where he's just like, I'm just going to do a gay guy. That's my character. Mm-hmm. And he does it like 6 times throughout the movie.
I was wondering, like, the guy this is based on was like, I'd still be in prison if I was doing half the stuff he did.
Yeah.
But
you'd be in comedy prison.
Yeah.
You'd be in comedy jail.
Oh, that's where Bruno Kirby goes.
Yeah. Bruno Kirby was so good at being so unfunny.
His unfunny is so funny to me. Like, there's nothing sadder. Like, the reason I think I like this movie is because I don't know a sadder moment than him going, I know in my heart that I'm funny.
That I'm funny. And the guy just ignores that. And he's just like, damn, son, I don't give a shit about polka.
Yeah.
It is really sad. And I turned to Abby when that part of the movie came on, and I was like, I have met people like Bruno Kirby's character, and I just like... Yeah,
it's the saddest thing in the world. People who insist that they're funny when there's no evidence pointing in that direction.
It squigs me out. Like I'm like, I can't be around this person. I can't talk to this person. I can't interface with them. I can't...
Sorry, that's 75% of improv class.
Yeah. Jack Black and Kyle Gass with Tenacious D, they have that song Cosmic Shame,
Yeah.
where the lyric is sometimes you follow your heart and sometimes your heart cuts a fart. And that's the cosmic shame. I'm like, that's Bruno Kirby.
That's Bruno Kirby.
Bruno Kirby's character in this movie. So good. And Forrest Whitaker was also really good.
He's so good.
And I was like, he was young in this.
I love him in everything. He's yeah.
Me too. Have you seen the last King of Scotland?
No.
Terrifying in that movie, dude.
That's what I've heard.
He's awesome.
I don't want to be scared.
He's awesome. Mm-hmm.
I just want to see him tell me to save the dream.
Save the dream.
That's my least favorite part of that entire movie.
Deceptions.
And you're going to see him soon in Andor.
Andor, coming September 21st.
Yeah,
on Disney Plus.
We're going to watch it in another country.
That's right. Over there, it's going to be Andor.
Andore.
Cassian Andore. What are you doing? A fight for the rebellion. What are you doing?
I don't know any other specifics. I can't help.
I've been in this fight. I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. That's it. That's all I know.
Roga one.
Roga one.
Roga uno.
Roga uno. Anything else you want to mention from Good Morning Vietnam?
Man, yeah, we're just gonna burn through it that fast.
I mean, pretty much.
What else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do?
There's some really funny moments in this film.
I'm amazed by Robin Williams' brain.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's like, hopefully, he got better editing.
I think so.
As time went on.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But yeah, it doesn't hold up.
No, holds up less than Rain Man, I think. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just
about the same.
They're about the same. I just think that like I could see more of the. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like I could see more of the intention behind Rain Man, trying to be positive, but like depicting the struggle and the prejudices that people have towards people who are on the autistic spectrum.
Yes.
Versus in this movie, I'm like, there's a lot of instances where it's like, and even with some of Robin Williams riffing, where I'm like, it feels like it's very US centric.
Oh, definitely.
Right. And like you said, only really until the last 5 minutes. Then do you kind of get like, oh, this is how these people of this country feel about all of this, you know? But that's that mini monologue still hit. You know, it's, a lot of the jokes don't hold up. Robin was going to a lot of that same
jokes don't hold up.
Most of the jokes, he was going to a lot of the same well of material, like over and over again. But if he was being period accurate, that's impressive. I could not do that.
Can you
imagine?
Sure you could. I bet you could.
If it's when did
studied.
I mean, sure, but he also like grew up in 1965, so he knows it.
I've seen you do improv where you had to do like 90s or 2000s specific stuff.
Yeah. I guess that would be if 1965 to 1987 was 22 years. What would 22 years ago be? 1999, 2000? Yeah, I could do those references.
Man, I got it.
Oh, yes.
My computer at midnight.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Ricky Martin, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake. Here they are. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that shit. I guess it makes sense.
You could even say, I used to be in the Mickey Mouse Club. He said that like 3 times in this movie.
That's right. 1965. Here it comes. The millennium. Watch out. Oh, make sure your computers are set to 2000, 00. 00. Oh, the planes are going to crash out of the sky. 00. The millennium. See, it's not a 9/11 reference because you didn't know.
Yeah,
you didn't know.
I know.
In 1999.
Whew,
yeah.
Unless you were George W. Bush.
Yeah. But you know, yeah, I guess as far as movies about Vietnam go, it's
like,
you know,
one of the more watchable.
Yeah.
Way less violent than most of those. Way less
kind of like uplifting a little bit.
I can't
inspirational.
Think of, most Vietnam movies are just a bunch of this is what we
Mm-hmm.
We were just mean to each other, and then it
Mm-hmm.
was hard. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, you're right.
Or we went
I'm
there,
sure.
we shouldn't have been there, and it fucked us up, and now here
Yep.
we are. It's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Hunting
pretty much,
deers.
yeah, hunting deers, playing Russian roulette, even though that never happened.
Never happened.
But what a metaphor.
I'm never going to war.
No, I've decided I'm not either.
Not even to be a DJ.
For Keller, if you were hosting a radio show, what would it be about? If you were a DJ,
Vietnam
what
War.
would you do? What's that?
Vietnam War.
Vietnam War every week.
I gotta watch
You-
Ken Burns' The Vietnam War. You bought me that Blu-ray set. And
Did
I
I?
still haven't watched it, believe it or not. That
You should.
depressing series about the Vietnam War. I've yet
Even
to throw it on.
even through the pandemic, you didn't
I
find
do
the time.
appreciate it. No, I
That's
didn't want to watch something sad during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I think
double down.
I think you'd make a good DJ.
Hey.
No,
Only if you were also a DJ with me.
that would be the best. That would be the most
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. And
That'd be
call
the
it
best. fun.
call it the Keller and Hector show or something.
Yeah, call it the Hector and Keller show. We could talk about like movies and
we
stuff.
can toss it back and forth.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. We'll do
Right,
characters.
right.
Do characters on the radio, like
Frenchie
Frenchie, like your Southern guy that you do. That's awesome.
and your Cajun guy you do that's awesome.
Your Spanish guy that you do. That's awesome.
Hey, you do a pretty good Spanish guy yourself.
Hey, we both do. We'd have so many characters just ready to go, dude.
Yeah, we would. You do a pretty good Southern guy too, actually.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Keller, what movie should go on the list? Is Good Morning Vietnam going to make the cut? I'm going to vote no, but you can supersede me.
Oh, well, that's not going to be the movie. You're saying for the movie this week?
Yeah, no. Like
to go on the list?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
does it still go? Does it belong on the list?
In
Which
both.
question are you asking?
Let's do the second one first, and then the first one second. Does this movie belong on the list?
I'm trying to think of all the Vietnam movies.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think you nailed it on the head that like out of all the movies about this conflict, it's the most watchable, which I don't think is
rewatchable.
Yeah, and I don't think it's
I
a good
guess.
thing, like an inherently good thing or an inherently bad thing. I just think
Well, I don't think every war
you're
movie
right.
has to be hyper violent or anything. There's a
Nope.
way to do it, but
Yeah. Some can be about Star War. That's a war. It's a
yeah,
metaphor.
it's about World War II.
Some can be about ants and be starring the voice of Woody Allen. Those are all movies about war. Not anymore. Again, 1999. Oh, 1998. We've got two bug movies coming out at the same time. Oh, whose brilliant idea was this?
And they're
Oh,
both
look at that.
ants also, though. There's so many kinds of bugs.
At least A Bug's Life had some ladybugs and some praying
they threw it.
mantis.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the one. That's the one that's held up better over the years.
You're right.
For
The whole
sure, for
cast
sure.
holds up, I think. Nope, it doesn't.
No, wait. Let me find it. Don't tell me who it is. Let me get to it.
Hopper.
Spacey. Wow.
Fuck.
Can't bring him back for the Disney Plus
Nope.
show.
All the Toy Stories ruined. Bug's Life ruined. The Incredibles
Man.
is still fine.
Nope. The kid that played Dash grew up to be a white supremacist.
Knew it.
I'm kidding. I made that up. That's a horrible rumor. I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm sure he's a nice kid. I'm sure it's all
a nice
fine.
kid who hates white supremacy.
Okay, so what movie are we trying to pick? A Vietnam movie? Are we trying to pick like a message movie, a comedy movie?
Cars holds up too.
Cars holds up?
The cast, I can't fault anybody.
Didn't Larry the Cable Guy just say like a dumb thing? Maybe not like a super offensive thing. Didn't he say something like everything's too woke? Didn't he say something dumb?
Probably. You're probably
No,
right.
maybe.
Okay. You know what?
Whatever.
Good. I don't like
Whatever.
cars anyway.
No, whatever.
Sorry, cars.
Coco's still in it. Coco's still good.
They should make a movie called Bikes.
They did a Planes, but it wasn't Pixar.
But that's not good either. The carbon emissions are out of
That's
this
true.
world on that.
That's true. Make
Let's
it
find
so
some more
that the
eco-friendly movies,
vehicles make it so that the cast of Cars dies because they run out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
There's no humans to make it left on our world. So all the gasoline has a.
They have to switch to guzzling.
They have to switch to gasoline and make it Mad Cars. Cars
Mad
Max.
Honestly, that'd be the funniest thing in the world if they just did an entire Cars movie that was
Just
Mad Max.
pivot. Mhm.
They have to have done a reference, right? How have they
Maybe.
not? One of the
Well-
great Cars movies.
They're coming out with a new car for reals though. A Cars like Disney Plus series.
Unless it's what I just said, I don't want it.
I know, unless it's Mad Max Fury
Unless
Road
it's
with
exactly what I just said.
Lightning
yeah,
McQueen and Mater.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't
No,
want it.
I want them to be long dead.
It's
All
just
that's
like
left is
Furiosa's truck.
Tony Shalhoub's Italian
yeah,
race car.
Luigi or whatever.
Luigi.
It's just Furiosa's truck that's like honk honk. I'm a truck. Come on, hop in, Furiosa.
We gotta get there. We gotta go back to the city.
Oh, you telling me we gotta go all the way back?
We're
And then there's-
stuck in the sand. Look at
and
those
then-
creepy vulture cars.
And then there's the car that's holding the weird like guitar playing like blinded guy with no eyeballs. What is that? What
Yeah,
does that car
I'm guessing
sound
it's playing a harmonica
like?
because it doesn't have hands to play a guitar.
Yeah, also voiced by Dane Cook.
Also,
From Planes.
he can't play something. He can't bring him back. That breaks the world.
Keller. What have you
Hector.
what TV have you been watching lately that's good? Wait, no, we have to figure out the movie. I keep distracting myself.
We don't have to do it. Yeah, we can wait till the end of the episode. We can
Okay,
wait,
that's true.
think about it. What's the funniest war movie you've ever seen?
Well, oh, you know what I was actually going to ask you that made me think of while watching this movie? I still have never seen the movie and really most of the show. Maybe I've seen an episode or two. MASH.
Mitch Adams. Oh,
How does this compare to MASH?
the show MASH is awesome.
The movie.
The movie I need to watch again. It's probably good, and I probably bet it is more. Hey, war is bad because it's Robert Altman.
Yep. Reading the wiki on this bad boy on Good Morning Vietnam,
That's
it was
the
like
worst job
Mhm.
ever.
Yeah.
Just like sewing up blown apart soldiers. Man,
I
and
can't.
to make a comedy about it. Wow.
Yeah, I it's so funny
MASH is
because
better than Good
Yes.
Morning Vietnam.
okay. Yes. I have not even really seen MASH, the show or the movie, and I still
It's
think
good.
about
MASH is good.
about some of the quotes from that show, dude. Or
What?
maybe it was the movie that like people will pull and make memes out of to just keep sharing and keep alive. The great one from Alan Alda's character. He played Hawkeye, didn't he?
You
am
do
I-
a good Alan Alda. so
Alan
I'm excited
Alda.
about this. There
he
it is.
said something great in the show. We have to bring it up. Somebody told Alan Alda's character, war is hell. And he
This
said,
is good.
no, war isn't hell. Because who's in hell? Guilty people are in hell. But war has children and babies and innocent people. War isn't hell. War is war. Great quote. Thanks, Alan Alda. Thank you so much.
Alan Alda.
Hard for me to say that name, though.
Alan Alda.
Really hard for me to
But I love him, and I'm
Stick
not
the
going to
landing.
hold it against him.
on that Alan Alda guy, but he's
Alan
a great
Alda.
guy. Boy, I really love that Good Morning Vietnam. Fantastic picture. Really great. I thought that
Best
they
friend was
would.
Donald Sutherland. Oh, he wasn't in the movie.
Oh,
Sorry.
in MASH, but only in.
The movie
TV
is
show?
Elliot Gould and Donald Sutherland.
Wow. Oh, but it wasn't
Wow.
Alan Alda's. He wasn't in the movie.
No,
Oh, dude.
two different casts.
Then I don't like that movie.
I think Radar is the only person who's in both.
And it's the same actor.
Same actor,
That's amazing.
and he's great. It has
Yeah.
like
I'm
It
sure they're
doesn't-
both great.
there's a lot of stuff that doesn't hold up for
For sure.
thing from the
It's
60s,
the
70s.
70s. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it. I get it.
But
But
it is very funny, especially given the subject matter.
I love
And
that.
for a show to go that long, have the highest ending,
Yep.
highest watch season finale ever,
Still to this day, I think series
don't know if that's-
finale. Yeah,
probably by per capita.
Yeah,
GDP.
yeah. Pounds per square inch of
Based on
people.
it.
Yeah.
yeah. The volume.
Uh-huh.
If you get to the square root, it's probably around the same.
Oh, for sure.
And the theme
Dang.
song is "Suicide is Painless," and it did those numbers.
Well, do you feel like MASH would be worthy of? Because that's what I'm trying to get to, Keller. Is like, how are we feeling? Do we feel a responsibility to try to like at least take the idea, the core concept, the message of something like Good Morning Vietnam, and like, okay, if it's not this movie, what other movie, can
We
we
don't have
slot
to do
into
that.
there,
We
or
can
is it
do
just
whatever movie we want. But
Robin Williams?
I
I'm about
am
to pick
trying to think,
Bicentennial Man. That's
because
disrespectful.
you cannot do that. If we're picking any of them, if we're picking any
I'm
of
about
the
to pick.
movies that probably don't hold up, that
Yeah,
are Robin Williams, it's gonna be Mrs. Doubtfire. God
it's gonna
damn
be
it.
Mrs. Dow. Yeah, yeah. But damn, that was a good movie too.
Yeah, we've.
Definitely of its time, but good for of its time. I don't know. Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It still has very funny moments.
Yeah, it does, and very like cringeworthy moments where
Definitely.
Robin. And I feel like did Robin do the kind of like an impression of a black guy like throughout this movie? Like that was one of the
Mhm,
things
mhm,
he would
mhm,
always
mhm,
used to do
mhm.
that, right? It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny, but not funny anymore.
yeah,
It's funny that he did that. That's what's funny. It's funny that he did that.
yeah. Just two black people.
Yeah. And he would just
Who
immediately
say the
slip
names
into it.
back to them in a
hmm
blackface.
I
All
hey,
right, Robin Williams.
let me ask you this. I think we've had this conversation
Leave
before.
it in the movie. Sure.
Yeah. I think we've had this conversation before, even on this podcast or this show.
Okay.
But Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder, I have not revisited it in years. But
Here's
it
the
is
thing. I get
it's
the intention behind these things.
right. That has a
And sure,
very
it's a product of its time.
yeah.
But the thing is, if you're making a huge blockbuster
hmm
that has, you can't do a meta joke that's blackface. It doesn't. You can't do it. You can't do
Yeah.
it. It's gonna. That joke was
Yeah.
designed to go over heads. Uh,
Right.
if that's happening, you're just gonna get a lot of people doing impressions of Robert Downey Jr. from that movie.
Right.
Couldn't be doing them.
Yeah.
Uh, it's got Jack Black in the main cast. You're getting dumb fucks going to see this movie. You're not
Like me. Like
understand any of it.
yeah.
I saw the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it when I saw it.
Really?
No.
Oh, I thought it was like the greatest
They're
thing
very, very
when I
funny.
saw it.
Like there's stuff in it that I think is
Mhm.
very funny, but it was way too much.
Mhm.
Uh,
That's an interesting that's a movie making fun of how Hollywood takes advantage of
that's
real life
yes.
conflict, which I always appreciate. You
I
know?
definitely. Here's the thing. I
Yeah.
see and can appreciate some of the intentions
Yeah.
behind a lot of the jokes.
Yeah.
But Ben Stiller, come on, man.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's I think I've told you about this before. Because it's the thing, I'm like, who wrote Tropic Thunder? Because it had such a great cast, and then they had like a black character in the main characters,
Sure, but doing like a parody
right?
rap artist.
Yeah, who's like trying to be an actor and all this,
Booty
which I'm
Sweat.
like, which I'm like, that's good to spoof, but like, who
You
anyway.
gotta, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you've got to check in with people before you do. It's a shame too because he was so funny, and
Just
that's
not
the only
enough
thing.
nuance.
Right, that's the thing we can remember is just we go to Booty Sweat. That's the thing that comes up from that role. But I think I told you this before. I used to work at a Blockbuster Video, and there was a guy who would come in all the time, Charlie.
Yes, and you told him to watch this movie?
Have I told you about Charlie before?
Right. I think so.
Charlie was like he worked for like a airline like company or something that was like they designed airplanes, something where he was like semi-retired, like he didn't have to.
Did you show him the terminal?
I don't know if I'm sure that he
What
would.
about Away with
He was just like it's just like a big dude, the biggest dude, and he
Yeah.
was like clean shaven, and he basically had a face that looked like a baby, and he had this great voice that was sort of like he had kind of a lisp or something, and he was just such a nice guy, such a great guy. And the thing is this was when Blockbuster was trying to compete with Netflix, so they had these weird special plans, and he had 3 movies out at a time, and then he would go and turn them in.
That's a good
and then
plan.
it's a good 3 movies at a time, and then go and turn them in. And I think in the mail he would get 3 more while he had 3 at home from Blockbuster, and then he would like turn those in at Blockbuster and get 3 more while 3 more came. Like it was this whole thing because they were trying to compete with early Netflix through the mail.
Yeah, and then Redbox shows up, they're fucked. You
would ask, yeah. Some company was just like, we'll just make it a refrigerator you can walk up to. Damn it, Blockbuster, you idiots! You should have made it a refrigerator.
Redbox should make it you can get ice cream also.
That would be game changer.
And drumstick.
Dippin' Dots should just make Redbox adjacent boxes of like,
seriously,
what are they doing? But you would ask Charlie,
a popcorn machine.
Right there, just a man trapped in there, like, help! Here's your popcorn. But Charlie would turn in the movies, and you would always ask him, "How was the movie, Charlie?" And he would always go, without fail, he'd go, "Oh, that one there, that's a good one right there." Just this big. He looked like he was white. He looked like a white baby. Like he had this amazing voice and his amazing face. He looked like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. And oh, that movie right there, that's a good one right there. That movie's a good one right there. Oh, great, Charlie. Cool, Charlie. When he checked out Tropic Thunder in 2008.
That is not a good movie.
He brought it back. I was so excited. I'm like, Charlie, what'd you think? And he's like, I did not like that movie right there. That was not a good movie right there. And I was like, oh no, because he was like, he's ex-military. And I was like, I thought, and I knew that. This wasn't like a new thing, a new piece of information, but I thought that he would appreciate that this movie was tearing down how Hollywood takes advantage of real world conflicts.
Maybe he likes war movies.
I just don't think, it's kind of like you said, it kind of went over, it could potentially go over people's heads. Yes. I don't think he got what Ben Stiller and them were trying to do.
Which is the problem with a huge summer release.
Yep. Yep. It's tough. It's I need to rewatch that movie, because you're supposed to kind of like, at least with Zoolander, you can root for Derek Zoolander, even though he is like part of the problem of that world, because the movie's thesis is like,
it does blackface in that too.
It does, doesn't it?
But it's not even like,
but it's like another actor. It's like the makeup is so good that
then yes,
another actor plays those characters, which I think is the only way to do that joke. Yeah. But yeah, like with Zoolander, the thesis of the movie is models are shallow and vain and vapid people, and we should not.
They're still people.
But they're still people. But we should not like give them any kind of actual clout or power or take their word seriously or let them decide anything for us. They are models. And then
or even the movies, celebrities in general.
Yeah. But then the movie's also like, models have been taken advantage of and they've been used as super spies because they're so easily impressionable and, which is really funny. So then you're still rooting for Derek. What's that?
And true.
Fully true. Just ask David Duchovny he was a hand model. And then Derek breaks it. Then he goes, you idiot. But like, you root for Derek, even though he is the idiot of the film. He's the butt of the jokes.
Yeah. It's kind of Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. But yes. And I think, I don't remember anything about Zoolander 2 because I just know that it didn't work for me. Mm-hmm. But with Tropic Thunder, it's like you're supposed to root for Tug Speedman, who's making fun of Tom Cruise. But I think the movie for me does a really good job of being like, no, these actors are the fucking problem. Like Kirk Lazarus is an Australian who's trying to be something he's not. He's pretending to be black, mm-hmm. right? The Jack Black character is like all coked out of his head, and he's not good. And every one of the characters, other than like the Jay Baruchel character, were all flawed and like self-centered and like bad people. And Jay Baruchel was just like this like young nerdy.
I gotta hear it.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could do that. The thing is a lot of people don't know that.
That's just Alan Alda again.
It is. It's a little bit of Alan Alda. The thing that people don't know about how Blu-ray ended up winning the war between HD DVD. Get this, pornography was the big key thing. You see, a
didn't know
lot of
that.
people. That's true. This is an actual monologue from Tropic Thunder that Jay Baruchel's
I
character was
didn't
saying
know
as they're trekking through the
any of this.
woods. And at one
He
point,
breaks down why Blu-ray won in that
that's
movie.
right. And he says that a lot of people were going to assume it was HD DVD having superior picture quality. But as soon as
that
the
true?
pornography companies,
serious?
this is all true. This is a fact, my friend. As soon as the porno companies sided with Blu-ray, it was all over. It was done and done. And then at one point, Robert Downey Jr.'s character like turns around and tells him to shut the fuck up. He's like, "Are you still talking?" Like,
That's interesting stuff. I didn't know that.
it's boring.
In that movie.
Anyway, maybe that's why that movie. I don't know. It's very interesting. Let's not pick
comedy
Tropic Thunder.
doesn't hold up.
Yep, it shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't. But
It's
also,
a reflection of its
we
time.
are hopefully coming to a time in which it does,
It does.
as far as the intention of a joke.
I hope that
I think
Blocker
it's
still
true,
holds up.
considering everybody's kind of like, "Fuck you, Dave Chappelle," right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's not a joke, dude.
That's right. Oh man, I used to be such a Chappelle fan. He was
It's
the
one of
guy.
the biggest bummers.
Such a bummer. He was the guy speaking that truth to power. He was that guy.
And
You
now,
know,
it's like, no,
He
Nope.
quit the job
no more comedians.
because he knew that it was too dangerous for some white audiences to be repeating his jokes.
Yeah.
He quit his job. He walked away from the show because of that.
Which is
And-
what we were saying about Tropic Thunder.
About what?
Tropic Thunder.
So what we're saying about Tropic Thunder is that it
You got
may
the wrong
be.
people repeating these jokes.
That's right. And maybe that's part of the problem. I'm Alan Alda. I'm going to be doing this the whole night. Thanks, Keller.
How can you not? You're gonna kill you because you're gonna go in and be like, "Did you feed the cats yet?"
As a matter of fact, I didn't, but I know that you did when you got home from work, so we're fine. We're peachy keen.
Peachy Keen. That's the thing that Alan Alda always.
I
says.
just picked the oldest phrase I could out of my
Peachy
my
Keen.
brain.
How old is
Yeah.
he?
I believe Alan Alda. I'm going to take
He
a
used to make
guess.
bathtub gin and mash, so he probably had some newer stuff. He's a cool
I'm-
guy.
I'm going to say Alan. I'm looking it up right now.
You went up your.
I'm going to say that Alan Alda's probably he's. I'm going to say Alan Alda's 82 years of age. Let's find out.
82 years of wage.
Oh my goodness, she's 86, born in 1936. Can you believe it?
Wow, I can't. Yeah,
86 years old.
But he says it kind of ironically. He
Making
used
fun
to
of.
say it. He used
Yeah.
to say it.
Yep.
Unironically.
Yep.
But now he's moved on and he's self-aware.
Mhm. I'm like the Terminator. I've become self-aware. All right,
But
I gotta stop.
no, you don't.
Okay.
Never ever.
Hmm.
Don't ever stop. I wish
Thanks,
I could
pal.
do an Elliot Gold and then we could just be doing. Except then that's
Practice it.
then that's
Practice it.
combining the movie and the
Come on. The two different characters played by the two different actors are.
meeting each other.
It's the multiverse of MASH is what you're talking about right now. That's the multiverse of MASH.
See, honestly, that's what I want.
That's my
That's
multiverse.
what we're talking about. I need you to watch Primal
Yeah,
as soon as
Okay.
soon as possible. The new
Okay.
season has started.
I love that show.
Boy, oh boy.
I love that show. It makes me feel things.
Yeah,
Primal. I wish we could pick a TV show, and I would pick Primal as the pick tonight.
me too. Didn't they submit that first chunk as a movie?
I think so. I think there's some like special or something.
Series or something.
I need you to keep watching Primal and watch whatever you're watching. What else are you watching right now?
What we do in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Real Hoot.
Mm-hmm.
Only Murders in the Building, which is
Mm.
fine.
Okay.
I don't
Good.
know if you'd enjoy it that much.
Okay. I do love my Martin Short. I love my Steve
And your
Martin.
Stevie Marts.
Mm-hmm. And I'm open to loving Selena Gomez as much as everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty great. She's a producer on that show. Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah. Let me ask you one question.
Here we go.
Selena Gomez, there's no romantic.
No.
Thank you.
Not with the
Okay.
two of them. No,
Can you blame me for? Geez, I just got worried. I don't know. I'm scared.
I think no. There definitely isn't.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. I mean,
There, yeah, no.
that's good.
Steve Martin created that show. We'd have a
Good.
lot
Yeah.
of discussions to have with him if that was the case.
But didn't he direct? I just watched.
That
I don't know
Shop
if you.
movie.
Yeah, I just watched Good Morning Vietnam, and there's a trailer for Shop Girl.
That's
Did
funny.
he direct it? No, he didn't direct it.
Maybe he wrote it.
He wrote it, but it's not him and Claire Danes. It's Jason Schwartzman and Claire Danes, isn't it? Or is it him and Claire Danes? I don't know.
I don't know.
Boy,
Never
don't want to
seen
watch
it.
it. I don't want to watch it. I have no interest.
Watch Roxanne.
I did. It's good, but I haven't seen it in
Watch
like
The Out
20
of
years.
Towners.
Are you going to pick a Steve Martin movie right now?
Honestly,
Do it.
which one would it be?
What's the best one?
That's the thing. It's tough because
Mhm.
again, that man's filmography has got some stuff that does not hold up.
Yep.
The Jerk is an all-time great,
Yeah.
but it has some stuff that does
Mhm.
not hold up.
Is Father of the Bride a bad movie or a good movie?
I don't think it's a bad movie.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know if
kid's
it's
movie, right?
great movie. No, it's not
Yeah.
a movie.
It's like a family.
It's a Nancy Myers movie.
Oh. Got it. It's like When Harry Met Sally. What's Nancy Myers?
That don't you ever say Nora.
Nora Ephron. That's what I'm thinking of.
Not
That's
the same.
Yeah.
Nancy Myers did It's Complicated.
Right. As good as it gets.
No, that's James L. Brooks.
Oh, that's right. That's
Even
right. The Simpsons.
come on. Yeah, The Simpsons. She did.
Okay, good. No. James L. Brooks.
Also true.
Spanglish.
Yep, James L. Brooks.
Good.
Broadcast News, James L. Brooks.
Good.
I need to get Spanglish.
Yeah.
Also, I realized I found Thor in 3D the other day and was livid.
Ragnarok.
All
right. Well, I know you got a birthday coming up, Buster.
Yeah, that's actually what I want as a wedding present.
Yeah. You got it. Say less, dude. I got you. Say less. I got you. All right. We really should probably, as we're still thinking about the pick, next week's pick, Monday night. Keller, what are we watching and where can we watch it?
I don't know where we can watch it.
I do.
We're watching The Elephant Man,
Mm-hmm.
which is obviously everybody's top pick for what they want to do on a Saturday night is watch The Elephant Man. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've yet to be like, David Lynch, you got it going on, baby.
Yeah, me too. Seems like a really nice guy, though. I like him.
Rory Scovel was on Brett Goldstein's podcast.
Yep.
And Brett Goldstein was like, he's my favorite. He's my favorite of all time. Rory's like, really?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah.
Every one of them?
Yep.
Elephant Man? You like The Elephant Man?
Yep.
Okay. Really?
That's what I would be saying.
That's favorite of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've seen the biggies that he's known.
Well, we've seen like
that Mel Brooks produced The Elephant Man.
Interesting. Well, we've seen Dune by David Lynch. We've seen Mulholland Drive.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the first episode of Twin Peaks.
And boy, oh boy, it felt longer than everything else we just mentioned.
And I don't know what else would be a biggie of his.
Like, Twin Peaks is just a tone poem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So then, I'm curious. Maybe it will be The Elephant Man that will make us go, okay, this is the one.
I think it's probably going to be the most grounded.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know if there's different versions, but we're talking about David Lynch directed The Elephant Man from 1980, and it is it's streaming on Hoopla right now, the library app. What's that?
I wish that was in 3D.
Yeah, me too. In black and white, it would look sick. Otherwise, you can rent it on Amazon for $3 or YouTube for $3 or Vudu for $3 or whatever. I'm going to see if I can get it Netflix through the mail, but it's on Hoopla. I need to also set up my library card because Hoopla's dope.
Yeah, man. Do you not have a library card?
I do. I don't think I do. Wait, maybe I do. Because remember, I had to get one to hunt down a movie we were trying to
Okay.
rent. It was like only available on DVD at a library
That's why
somewhere in the
libraries
valley.
are our last bastion of hope in this dark
That's
world.
true. That's true.
Guys,
Speaking of,
support your local library. This is brought to you by viewers like you.
and brought to you by the letter fuck.
Juicy juice.
Brought to you by the letter G.
Did
for
you watch the new
yeah.
Hulk clip?
Yeah, I liked it, dude. I like She-Hulk. I'm a fan of the character.
Like Hulk, but
yeah,
she's not big enough.
Bro, She-Hulk isn't. I mean, she's.
I know, but
it's. You're not wrong, but there's
Tatiana Maslany.
there's different. Well, the that's kind of what I thought too.
The more she's mad, the bigger she gets.
Sometimes, but usually no.
Okay.
But I haven't seen Orphan Black. Have you seen that show?
I've seen a bit of it.
Okay, I haven't seen it. I heard it's amazing. I know she's amazing in it. It wasn't until I saw her doing interviews at San Diego Comic-Con that I was like, oh, she's actually very petite. Like she's very like little petite human. And I'm like, that's if they're able to get you to see how much different the CG character is in terms of her size and weight and height versus the Tatiana Maslany human, I'm like, that's going to help. You're not wrong, but here's the deal. She-Hulk she goes through different phases, but she's usually pretty much like human proportion.
Her wig looks bad.
But just tall. What's that?
Her wig looks bad.
I think it's all CG. I don't think it's a wig.
Either way, it's a bad hair. Bad. It looks like they gave Conan O'Brien extensions and died.
This thing, hopefully, did you? Because we talked about it a little bit before we started, but you saw the trailer for Andor.
Yeah,
that shit
That's
looks
what I'm talking about.
clean.
That looks better than any Star Wars thing I've ever seen.
It looks phenomenal visually. Yeah. The special effects. Hopefully, whatever the hell they did with that, a She-Hulk show can look that good, and I hope that they're not, skimping out on
She-Hulk.
Yeah, just because it's She-Hulk or just because it's a show or whatever. Because it's like, yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of CG you need there. That's She-Hulk. Keller, what movie are we gonna pick, man?
That's a tough question. We're not gonna have it be anything to do with war or comedy.
We can we can. Should I just
pick up a movie that fits? Like, what's the funniest war movie you ever saw?
Best war comedy movies. Oh, I have one.
Let's hear it.
It's the first one that comes up with popular war comedies when you Google search it. Jojo Rabbit. Has that already been picked?
No, but I don't want to do that.
Okay, we're not going to pick Jojo Rabbit. We're definitely not going to pick War Dogs.
Not going to pick Life is Beautiful.
We're not going to pick The Men Who Stare at Goats.
Just kidding. That's it.
Or Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Damn it. They're no funny. Probably Dr. Strangelove, but that's been picked already.
Okay. Man.
Jojo Rabbit has been picked.
Okay.
According to David Taylor.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, David.
All
right. Well, then we got to go. Brother, we got to go.
What's a movie that we're going to pick? We've been talking about putting Everything Everywhere All at Once on there for the last month.
It's already on there, isn't it?
I thought we bypassed it twice by putting something else on it.
What? What about just like a Robin Williams movie?
Also true. Is the original Aladdin on there because
Aladdin
is my favorite Robin Williams movie.
It's mine too. And did you see?
That's like one of the first introductions as a child to
Robin Williams.
Well, anybody that funny.
Yeah, to stand up to comedy in general, to like what comedy could be.
That level of comedy, yeah, exactly.
Okay, I don't have my laptop in front of me, but I'm going to say the pick is Aladdin. If not, we'll have to come up with something next week. We'll come up with 2 picks next week. Next time I'll bring in my laptop. So
what are your Robin Williams runner-ups? Because honestly, I wish he had gotten to be in better movies.
Yeah, well, Robin, I'll say this. I want to sort of leave the Good Morning Vietnam discussion with this. This is my honest to God, like, review of this film, is that this movie played out pretty much exactly what I thought it would be, and I've never seen it. just based on pop culture osmosis of what I thought this film was going to be. It started, and it's immediately him just being driven into work at the radio station where he's going to,
Oh, the
shake things
Birdcage
up.
is awesome.
The Birdcage is great. The Birdcage is great. That's a great one.
I
But
think that might be better than Aladdin.
I'll say that I don't know about that, brother, but I'll say that the idea of Good Morning Vietnam, like the pitch of it, and the fact that it's Robin Williams, the idea of it is better than the actual finished product itself. Like the idea is enduring. That's why I think
solid gold. But turns out,
it's
was
fine.
A huge hit and made a lot of money and is considered one of the great war classics and the second greatest war comedy. So.
And it got him an
Also,
Oscar nomination.
And people who made this list.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I think some of the runners up for me after Aladdin are Mrs. Doubtfire, are Hook,
Hook doesn't count as like one of his best movies though.
But I'm just going off of like
Hook to be bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
Crazy. I like it.
The Birdcage is up there. I don't know if Jumanji's a good movie.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't like it.
You don't like it, but you're weird.
I thought it was
sometimes
boring. But anyway, it's good.
It's
good.
Kind of boring.
It is.
I haven't seen The Fisher King. That's supposed to be very good.
Also, I don't know if What Dreams May Come is a good movie, but it had an impact on me.
Flubber? Did it have as big an impact as Flubber
did? He was an AI artificial intelligence. No, just as a voice role. I think is like Einstein or something.
Does this hold up better than Good Will Hunting? Or does Good Will Hunting hold up better?
I don't know. Look, man. If you take the Robin Williams scenes in Good Will Hunting,
you could put the Robin Williams scenes for pretty much any movie, except for maybe this one, and even some of these I'd throw in there.
Yep. And that just the Robin Williams scenes from Good Will Hunting is one of the best fucking movies ever made. Yeah. Those scenes are magical.
Life's Thoughts.
Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. That's the stuff you miss. It's heartbreaking. And at the end, Robin Williams improving, son of a bitch stole my line. That was his improv. It made the movie.
Yeah.
It made the movie. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, get out of here. You guys are lucky you got Robin Williams in your movie.
Seriously.
Affleck, go take a nap on a boat, brother. You've earned it, but go take a nap on a boat.
Go get married to J-Lo again.
Don't know, man. I vote for Aladdin.
I vote for Aladdin too.
Okay. Just because
that was our introduction to Robin Williams.
And it's still, and I don't know if you saw this, Keller, but over the weekend,
I quote it probably still to this day. I can't
absolutely
anything specific right now.
Here. He even there's a line in Good Morning Vietnam that I was like, he brings it back in Aladdin because it was one of his bits where he said something like, "It's not a pretty picture," and I'm like, that's from Aladdin.
He's got a few go-tos because if you're good at something, why come up with something else?
Yeah, like I'll do Alan Aldo's impressions for the rest of my life.
You should, because you're good at them.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I gotta find out who I got.
I'm telling you,
nail anybody.
A Spanish guy. Just start.
I need someone specific.
Just morph it into Javier Bardem.
I gotta go deeper then.
I have to mention this. In the chat room, somebody said Aladdin Alda. Now that's a picture I'd want to see.
Jesus Christ. No, I don't think we should do that. Only if Guy Ritchie directs.
Hear me out. Instead of that kid from Full House, how about if it was me as Aladdin?
Alan Alda in the little hat.
Oh, Genie and her eyes. They're just, and come on, Abu.
Can you please sing Street Rat and
Rift Raft, Street Rat? Hey, I don't buy that. As long as,
I love it.
If only they look closer. Would they see a poor boy? No, siree. Let me tell you why. I may have grown up on the hard streets of Agrabah, but I'm a diamond in the rough. I'm a good guy. And if only Princess Jasmine could see that in me, well, then I wouldn't have to have to
This
dress
is
up
my
like
favorite thing in the
Prince
world.
Ali Ababwa on any day. It could just be me.
You
But
skip the fabulous. See,
the fact, unfortunately for
you
yours
gotta say the
truly,
whole name.
I was born a street rat.
This is my monkey, Abu.
Genie, you're free, pal. I told you I was going to come through on my 3 wishes, and I did because I love you, buddy. Now go take a vacation. You've earned it.
Oh man, I love it. I love it so much.
Coming to from Disney Pictures, coming to theaters next summer, Aladdin Alda, with music by Alan Menken and voices by
Alan?
me, Alan Alda.
Does all the voices.
Listen, no wishing for 3 wishes, pal.
For extra wishes, for a million wishes.
No wishing for extra wishes.
No bringing back people from the dead.
But you're so old. I do all the voices, even Raja, the tiger. It's me, Aladdin Alda.
You're doing Gilbert Gottfried. Alan Alda
Yeah.
is Gilbert Gottfried.
Look at this. Look at it. Can you believe this? I'm molting. Look at this. That's like the only one that kind of fits. Like Alan Alda could have been Iago.
So good.
I tell
Damn
you,
it.
Jafar,
I'm pissed.
this is out of
You know
control.
what? Aladdin doesn't belong on the list anymore because this isn't what happened.
Oh my goodness. All right, the pick is Aladdin. Next week's
I am
movie.
not some prize to be won.
Now hang on a second, Father, because I know you're not talking about me when I'm in the other room. Now that's just incredibly that you're making me want to hop over the fence.
That's disrespectful.
Hello, doctor. Wait, that's not the doctor. That's a camel. Okay.
Oh man, I'm gonna go watch Aladdin now.
I'm gonna go read the script to
And play
Aladdin.
Mash.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Match
That'd be so
dialogue.
funny. See if it matches up. Okay.
I love it.
Next week, The Elephant Man, David Lynch.
Better
Here we
record
go.
My voicemail is Alan Alda.
1980. I will. I'll do it. Hey, listen, you've called Keller Knobloch. He can't come to the phone right now because he's probably taking a nap. Cut the guy some slack. We'll see you next week.
I love it.
Bye,
I love
everybody.
it. We're gonna have to record it again then.
Hoopla.
With your local library card.
That's where you can see The Elephant Man. Our pick this week is Aladdin. Good Morning
Now
Vietnam.
I wish Alan Alda was the Elephant Man.
I wish I could quote it.
Movie.
Haven't seen it yet. Well,
And the
one of
week
these
after
movies.
that, I wish Alan Alda was Kevin Smith and Clerks.
Hey, I'm Silent Bob. I'm not supposed to say anything, but let me tell you, this is a great picture.
Let me
Here's
tell you.
why.
I wish that was the thing Alan Alda did in every one of his movies. He told you why it was going to be a good movie.
Tower heist. Listen, I'm glad you guys got this fun group together, but let me tell you, you're not going to rob me. I'm Alan Alda. I live up in the tower, Ben Stiller.
8 minutes just on Alan Alda.
I really could. It's just that I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I should audition for SNL and just do that, and they'll be like, "We just had Bill Hader. Nobody cares."
Especially since Alan Alda, what's he doing now?
Yeah, he's
in philanthropy.
89. He's just hanging on. He's just living, and in a couple of years he'll pass away. And,
Or something.
boy, I hope he doesn't pass away next week because I feel like a real piece of shit. He's got a couple more years in him.
I love him.
I love him too. I love you, Keller, and I love you, Keller.
I love you, Alan Alda. And I love you, Hector.
All right, this was fun.
This was fun.
Yeah. See you next week.
You will.
Okay, great.
Same time, same channel.
All right.
Tune
Bye,
in next week.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.